Welcome to Ground TV, the entertainment hub for news, views, reviews, and gossip. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell.
Welcome back to Ground TV. A Kingston man who was accused of shooting and injuring a policeman and a 12-year-old boy and later going on the run was apprehended and charged at the Santa International Airport after he attempted to leave the island. Reports from the police are that the man, identified as 31-year-old Dujan Peter Higlan of Decret's Place, Kingston 14, was held on Thursday, February 18 and was charged with shooting with intent, wounding with intent, and illegal possession of firearm. Reports from the police are that on Monday, March 16, 2020, at about 12:55 a.m., a police team was on mobile patrol in Kingston 14 area when they saw Peter and two other men. Upon seeing the police, the men opened gunfire at the team. The police returned the fire. However, the men escaped. A 12-year-old boy and a police constable were shot and injured during the incident. They were taken to the hospital where they were treated. Peter was subsequently arrested and charged. His court date is being finalized. A 16-year-old boy, who it is alleged is the leader of the latest criminal gang, the Bedbug Gang, causing havoc in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, is now in police custody and could face multiple charges. The teenager is the son of a former leader of another of the notorious criminal gangs, which operates out of Spanish Town. His father was fatally shot by gunmen in 2006, and 15 years later, the son is believed to have emerged as the leader of the new gang, which has been linked to several criminal activities in recent months. According to our news sources, members of the gang, armed with high-powered weapons, recently robbed several vendors in the town's markets before demanding extortion money from some merchants. The sources say the activities of the gangsters have come to the attention of the police, which the cops now carrying out operations targeting them. Yesterday, the Constabulary Corporation's Communications Unit reports that the St. Catherine North Police have dealt with a significant blow to the Bedbug Gang, which has been responsible for a recent flare-up of violence in the division. According to the CCU, as the Cauta Gang's tragedy continues in the division, several operations have been conducted with the aim of disrupting the activities of the gangsters and protecting the lives and livelihood of people of Spanish Town and its environs. The CCU said 3 young men believed to be members of the gang were taken into custody following a series of technology and intelligence-driven operations in Rivoli, Windsor Road, and other nearby communities. It was further reported that about 4:15 Thursday afternoon, a joint police-military operation was launched in the El Prado Visitor community in Spanish Town, which resulted in the arrest of teenager reputed gang leader. This came after a similar operation on Wednesday in the Rivoli community. During that operation, a group of men fled upon seeing the police military team. Members of the team chased and eventually accosted them. A Stern Ruger pistol along with a magazine containing 14 9mm rounds was reportedly taken from 18-year-old Shadeen Allen, otherwise known as 21, who hails from Spanish Town address and is an alleged member of the Bedbug Gang. 1 week earlier, during a targeted operation, the police arrested 23-year-old music producer Damien Edwards, better known as Bash or D, of a Windsor Road address. He was reportedly held with a 9mm pistol and 15 rounds of ammunition. Spanish Town is also home to the notorious One Other and Klansman gangs. The St. Catherine North Police Division has recorded almost 20 murders since the start of the year. Kevon Warmington, 25-year-old of Fort Nugent's Drive, Kingston 2, has been charged by the Denhamton Police for breaches of the Firearm Act on Friday, February 19. The police have charged Warmington with illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition after he was caught with the weapon and ammunition on Thursday, February 18. Reports are that about 4:55 p.m. along the Gordon Road, Kingston 14, members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force conducted a snap operation along the above-mentioned road when a Nissan AD wagon motor car driven by Warmington was signaled to stop. A search was conducted and the weapon, a SIG Sauer 9mm pistol, along with 12 9mm rounds was found. His court date is being finalized. An incomplete social inquiry report for the man who pleaded guilty to murdering St. Andrew businesswoman Simone Campbell Collymore and her taxi driver 3 years ago has delayed in his sentencing. 24-year-old laborer Wade Blackwood pleaded guilty to 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of illegal possession of firearm, and 2 counts of illegal possession of ammunition last month. He appeared in the Home Circuit Court on Friday, and his sentencing was rescheduled for March 11. Campbell Collymore, 32, and 36-year-old taxi operator Winston Watson were shot dead at a premises on Stanley Terrace in Red Hill, St. Andrew on January 2, 2018. The police theorized that the murder was a contract killing, that her husband, Omar Bess Collymore, is believed to have been at the heart of it. Collymore and 3 other now accused persons, Michael Adams, Dwayne Pink, and Shaquille Edwards, were arrested and charged with alleged involvement in the killings. All 4 accused persons remain before the courts on double murder charges stemming from the gun attack. It was reported that Campbell Collymore and Watson were traveling in the latter's taxi when they were attacked and shot by gunmen. Both subsequently died from the injuries they sustained. Omar Collymore was arrested during a police operation at a guest house in St. Elizabeth in February of 2018 after the murder, including a dramatic video of the incident, was widely published, and it was announced that a warrant has been issued for his arrest. Prior to being held in St. Elizabeth, Collymore had been taken into custody at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston, where he reportedly attempted to leave the island after the killing. However, he was later released from custody. A St. Mary man was fined over $100,000 for breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act following his appearance in the parish court on Tuesday. He has been identified as Maurice Lawrence of Gibbs Hill in the parish. According to the police, Lawrence was charged on January 8 following his arrest at the on-permit party held after stipulated curfew hours in the parish on January 2nd. The police said a team of officers on patrol warned Lawrence after observing an illegal party being held about 7 p.m. with approximately 20 people in attendance. About 11:25 p.m., the officers returned to the location and saw over 100 patrons in attendance. The sound system equipment was seized, and Lawrence was subsequently arrested and later fined for breaching the Disaster Risk Management Act. He was also fined $10,000 for breaches of the Noise Abatement Act. Investigators from the Clarendon Police Division are still trying to establish a motive for a double murder in the parish last night. The deceased have been identified as 44-year-old Vincent Simpson, otherwise called Bally, Badford or Spanglers, a shop operator of Pennant Wood, and Josiah Linton, otherwise called Wacky, of Church Lane, both in Racetrack, Clarendon. According to the police, sometime around 9 p.m., residents heard explosions and summoned officers, who upon arrival saw 2 men with what appeared to be multiple gunshot wounds at a shop. They were transported to the Maypen Hospital, where they were pronounced dead. This is the second double murder in Racetrack community in less than a month. In late January, 55-year-old Karine Walters, otherwise called Paula, and her common-law spouse, who was only identified as Jermaine, were murdered at their home. Investigations are ongoing. Detectives from Clarendon arrested a man following the seizure of a quantity of cocaine in his car during an operation along Jones Walters Street, Kempshill, in the parish yesterday. His identity is being withheld pending further investigations. Reports are that about 3:30 p.m. the police were on operation in the area when a white Honda Civic motor car was intercepted. The vehicle was subsequently searched, and a bag containing about 2 pounds of cocaine was found under the passenger seat. The police said the driver of the motor vehicle was taken into custody and the motor vehicle seized.